Good day, dear subscribers. Do you like the wall behind me, huh? It's a new type of decorative coating. Huh? I'm just kidding. Now, from this scary looking area, we are gonna make some incredible beauty. Also, it's a whole wall, okay? Because when I do this on a tablet, people write me, try it on the wall, and now try this on the wall. So, let's try it on the wall together. We didn't prepare the wall at all. I mean, at all. We just primed it. And we put a layer of paint right on this scary looking wall. And at the same time, we will see, do we need a preparation for this? If we will get some defects, you will see this, of course. But in my opinion, it must be completely covered. The wall is truly scary. Look at it. It can't stay like this. Corners. We glue all corners with masking tape. Since we put a layer only on one wall, we glued all corners with the masking tape. So we have tape everywhere. Neighboring walls are protected by that tape and ceiling is protected too. We brush all corners, the very bottom and also the very top. We put on just one layer. The paint makes a homogeneous color throughout the wall as well as protects from soaking. We have a waterproof paint here. Now we take our roller and we simply paint. In order to not jump around while painting, we just paint it like this. If you're doing a DIY and you're not a professional, then obviously you don't have that sort of stick or club, and it's not really necessary to buy it. There are other options. You can take a stick from a mob or something else, so any stick you want really. So any stick that would be perfect by diameter to the roller. If the stick is a little tighter than the roller, you can tape around the additional millimeters that you need. Or you may use a bag or some towel, anything you want. But in order to make it wider, and then put on a roller. By the way, I set a timer when we began to paint and it's been 8 minutes so far, and the wall is almost ready. So let's think a good roller, a good stick, because with its help, in just 15 minutes, we can paint a whole wall, which is in total 8 square meters in size. So 8 to 15 minutes per one wall. So if we had a goal to paint a whole room, we just triple the number. So in 40 minutes to 1 hour for a whole room, including corners. And also I gotta mention one thing. Painting is one process, but taping the corners and the ceiling is another, so it's plus 15 minutes. After the paint became dry, we will put on a decorative plaster with a thing like this. It's been made without me, unfortunately, otherwise I would have showed you. But it's simple. We just attached to a putty knife 2 decorative combs with the help of a tape. It would be better if we would have had 3 here, even if the very ends of the combs would be outside of it a little bit. Why? Just for speed. Because there is a difference between 1 comb and 2 or even 3 ones. It makes the process 2-3 times faster. The material is tinted, the plaster is decorative called Marmorino, and by mixing colors, like this, we put it straight on the trowel. 2 different colors, and then put on the wall by applying a thin layer to cover the surface of the wall. Feel the balance in what you're doing. Don't apply too thin layer, and at the same time don't apply too fat layer either. I think half a millimeter would be enough, so it would not shine through. And by wavy lines, we just apply those mixed colors. Pay special attention to the corners, so there would not be any empty areas left. Also take a look that we start from the top, not from the bottom or from the middle of the wall, but from the top. By the way, you can mix colors right on the wall. You mixed it, and then right after that you apply it. Easy. Your wall should be covered by moisture-resistant paint. By shaking the hand on purpose, we form these little grooves. All right, there was a question. How do I get the fake shaking hand effect? Go to the gym or do sports. Do some workout and your hands will shake without any problems. And by the way, somebody on YouTube wrote that they got an ancillary who often is seen with shaking hands. You can find this kind of person for you. Now we covered one area. We formed the lines, and while it's still raw, we cover another area and then we smoothly combine those areas on the wall. The plaster is able to mix areas smoothly while it's still raw without any scars or something like that on the wall. Roman did this now. He applied a white layer and then in the raw plaster he blends in a color. You can also do that in such a way that would be comfortable for you. You may apply to the trowel exactly like how we started. Here would be no same patterns or the same lines since it's not a wallpaper. It's more a diversity here. These are the possibilities of decorative plaster, even a thin layered one. Look, Marmorino is a thin layered material, and it's almost identical to Venetian plaster, but holds the layers a little bigger. But overall it has a Venetian type of plaster effect, really. By the way, you're working on your wall, but your bucket just stays down there without any usage. The good question is, does it get more dry? I would say no. But you can, with the help of spray, just splatter it inside the paint, so give it a moisture and the paint will stay for a long time, for sure. You can subscribe to our channel, press that beautiful like button and leave comments. What else? Accept likes. I mean, for example, if you like our videos, you can leave a wonderful review. We are really happy to see those reviews. For example, even in Yandex Maps, our name is Gura Decor in Ijevsk city. So reviews are really nice. We absolutely love them. It also stimulates us to work. For example, when we see a review, right? We have them there, of course, already, but we would love to see more of them to get to know that our work has meaning in your lives and that it gives you knowledge. So if it's not hard for you, you may leave a review. By the way, when it comes to a layer, if we had a thinner layer, we would have spent also less money accordingly, if our wall would have been prepared. This is the minus. The plaster hides defects, but if there are open bad moments on the wall, then they would be filled with plaster, of course. So the overall cost would be higher. For example, here it would be possible to apply 300 grams to 500 grams per square meter. But in our case, it's going to be probably around 700 grams per square meter. And now look how simple is this. By shaking your hand, we form little grooves. You can make all sorts of lines, straight, wavy, broken, and so on. More light or more dark, whatever you desire, my dear viewers. Do you see the leftovers on the comb? We continue to use them. Don't throw this away. We got this sample on the wall. We distributed color in a very non-homogeneous way, as you can see. So our very right bottom corner is truly dark, right? The middle is much more light, and also the very left top corner is a mix of light and dark color. It looks more interesting. After we applied the first layer and it dried out, we then applied the second layer. Long story short, it's a thin white layer, and we can mix Marmorino plaster with water so it would become more fluid. What do we do now? We cover some defects that we don't like, and we can make a plaster lighter in certain areas if it's too dark for you. And the second layer will just make better, not worse. I hope that this video was helpful for you and you like this beauty behind me like I do. And you maybe will make a renovation in your apartment with the help of our videos. And you will make this kind of specific beauty in your apartment, or maybe the wall with a much calmer feel to it than what you can see here. So to get this result, this method would be the same as we showed in this video, just one side would be white and another side would be more light. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and goodbye everyone.